Hello, magical people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and today we're going to be getting into our astrology horoscope for Monday, October 27th, going into Tuesday, October 28th. It is Samhain Halloween week. Happy Samhain, everybody. Hope you're having a very magical day. Excited to get into the Western astrology with all of you. And before we do, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube and or Rumble X channels. I really appreciate all of the support. And perhaps you'd like to consider leaving a comment below to help with the channel's growth. That would be greatly appreciated. If you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, check out my astrology beginners course, offerings, socials. Those are all in the description box of this video. As well as over on the Scorpling shop, Sunny from Pluto and I have our new Scorpio season crystal collection available. All kinds of Scorpio related Christies, crystal pendants available. So we've got Black Shiva Lingam, we've got all kinds of different crystal skulls, obsidian scrying mirrors, pendants, jujus, all kinds of fun stuff. Oh my God, Blankenberg in the house. I am close to you. Hello, Blankenberg. Hello, Jill. Very nice to see you here. Hope you guys had an awesome trip. And yeah, I want to mention that I posted on Saturday. Sunny and I did a video with our Scorpio soul sister, Tamara, all about the secrets of the crystal skulls. Our friend Tamara is a crystal skull priestess, master crystal healer. And yeah, we had so much fun, over an hour video talking about crystal skulls. So for those of you who may be like, what the hell? Why are there crystal skulls on the Scorpling shop? They are very sacred and special crystal formations that are very powerful to help us to connect to our wisdom within, our ancestors' wisdom and guidance, the true knowledge of the earth and the universe, enhancing our psychic abilities, so many cool things. Hello, Linda. So yeah, you can go check the Scorpling shop, Scorpio Season Crystal Collection, available at the link below. And I'll give you guys a little hint, a little teaser that tomorrow starting tomorrow until November 8th, I'm going to be doing a Scorpio birthday sale. Oh my God, sorry, there's something in front of my face. So there's going to be a major discount on my webinar course, on my website, my astrology readings, on the Scorpling shop as well. So stay tuned for that. Sunny and I will be announcing that tomorrow when we're actually going to be going live for our special annual Messages from Your Ancestors, a live Samhain Halloween special. So Sunny and I, once a year around Samhain Halloween, we like to do this live stream where we use our Scorpio psychic mediumship skills and we connect to our departed loved ones and we share some messages. So that'll be live tomorrow, Tuesday, October 28th at 7 p.m. EST. Stay tuned for that. So this is super magical week. I talked about it in my live weekly astro weather that I did yesterday. Of course, we're in the week of Samhain, Halloween. We've got 3-eye Atlas perihelion happening on Wednesday. And what I think is really cool astrologically, well, there's a bunch of things I think is really cool with the Western astrology this week, but in particular is we've got a grand water trine at the moment. So today, Monday, October 27th, as I'm filming this video, exact Mars trine Jupiter. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling this one. I'm feeling really emotional today, like to the point where I could almost cry at any moment. And I've got my moon in Capricorn, so I'm not a really big crier. It takes a lot for me to cry. Maybe I will have a good cry today. And we actually have the moon in Capricorn today, funny enough, but I am feeling this. Let me know if anybody else is feeling this. Like it feels really emotional today, sensitive, nostalgic, kind of moody as well. Like, is anybody else feeling this? Truth Wave says, oh yes, very strong emotions today. Fire within. Oh my God, that is supposed me right now. Okay, I'm happy to hear I'm not crazy because yeah, like I'm freaking feeling this. So, of course, we've been going through Jupiter and Cancer transit since the end of June of this year. Jupiter, the planet of luck, blessings, expansion, positivity, higher knowledge in the sign of Cancer, which is our emotions. So, this whole Jupiter in Cancer transit that we're in from end of June 2025 to end of June 2026, it can be making us more emotional. But Mars at home in Scorpio, boom, energizing it in trine, which is a positive aspect. So this is very, very supportive. Like, let your emotions, and as I'm saying this to you guys, I'm also saying this to myself. Let yourself feel the emotions that are coming up, whether that's sadness, grief, anger, happiness, joy, bliss. This is a day to be with this grand water trine and Mars trine Jupiter, paying attention to our emotions and processing through them. Okay. Now, it's interesting because we got the moon at detriment in Capricorn, which I was actually born with this placement. I know Linda also has this placement. Shout out to all my moon and Capricorns out there. So it's kind of weird because the moon, ruler of Cancer, ruler of emotions, at detriment in Capricorn, which in astrology rules emotionlessness. Okay. Now, doesn't mean that Capricorns are psychopaths, doesn't mean that every Capricorn is unemotional, but I definitely have issues with my moon in Capricorn processing my emotions in real time. They tend to be delayed reactions. So let me know if any other moon in Capricorns also have that. We can be feeling things coming up, but there can be like a challenge in processing them. We need to make the time. We need to rest. We need to relax. This Monday going into Tuesday with this Mars trine Jupiter, moon in Capricorn until middle of the night Eastern time going into Wednesday, uh, pay attention to what is coming up for you. Okay. We can have beautiful, I think, healing breakthroughs with family members. Jupiter in Cancer, trine Mars, grand water trine in trine to Saturn and Neptune as well. This is a lot of water going on. Cleansing, purification, healing our family, the past, right? Oh my God, Jill, congratulations. You say, Steve and I just found out that we're going to be grandparents again 2 times over, fraternal twins due in April. Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys. Yeah, it can be like positive news about family as well. Mars trine Jupiter. Positive news about homes, property, real estate, moving situations. And there's this theme of nostalgia as well. The water signs deal with the past, our memories, nostalgia. We can have people, places, things coming up from the past that can make us feel happy, that can bring healing. So I'm going to be honest, I'm looking forward to the moon ingressing into Aquarius on Wednesday because I feel like it's easier, even though Aquarius rules emotional detachment, I feel like it's easier for us to feel our emotions and process them with the moon in Aquarius than with the moon in Capricorn with this grand water trine. And this grand water trine is also extremely magical and spiritual. So pay attention to your dreams, signs and synchronicities coming up, your sensitivity. Last night, when Jens and I were done working, I physically smelled a friend of ours. So I've got my psychic sense open for smelling. What's the word for that? When you can psychically smell? Let me look this up. Psychic smelling. Clairalience, also known as clairolfaction. So I have that a lot when I'm doing readings, when I'm just day to day doing my business. I will smell things that are not there, that are from spirits or like smelling a physical person if I need to reach out to them. So yesterday I had this like grand water trine experience with my psychic abilities where I smelt so strong. A friend of ours, and I said to Yenzi, I'm like, you're going to have to call that person. Something's going on with that person because I can literally smell their smell in the entire room. Yeah, that happens to you too, Jill. It's so interesting. Or sometimes my on my mother's side, we're Portuguese. My mom was born in Portugal, and my vovó, my Portuguese grandmother, she used to make the most delicious fries, homemade fries. They were so good. And whenever she comes around, the whole room I'm in will smell like my vovó's fries. And that's how I know that she's there. Yeah, Fire Within says, smelled my grandma's bread before. Yeah, we'll smell recipes they made, we'll smell their smell. My grandfather, my British grandfather, when he comes around, he used to use TCP. Do any of you guys know what TCP is? Is it like I think it's like an antibacterial or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. He would put TCP on every part of him. He was like obsessed with TCP. It's a very specific smell. And when he comes around, I'll smell the TCP. So yeah, pay attention to your psychic smells, psychic senses, psychic visions, your psychic feelings. It's a very magical energy this whole week. And, we've now got, as a part of this grand water trine. Oh, yeah, Mary, you know what TCP is? I haven't thought about that in so long. It's such a weird smell, but when he comes around, that's what I smell. Yeah, or you can gargle with it. Yeah. So funny. So also a part of this grand water trine, Saturn and Neptune in conjunction in Pisces. So I feel like also, okay, yes, it's a grand water trine, which is beautiful and it's a positive aspect chart pattern, but it can also be making us feel really, really sensitive. So boundaries are going to be really important today going into tomorrow. This might be a time where even though the moon is in Capricorn and we feel like, I got to get shit done, I got to work, I got to achieve, we can be really aware of like work, responsibility. There is a very strong need to just rest and not force yourself to do anything. I've been feeling that so strongly from spirit. Just be in the present moment and process what is coming up for you at this time. Put the boundaries up with loved ones if you need to. I had that earlier today with somebody. It's like, you know what? Other people's stuff is not yours. And I know many of you guys here on my channels, like me, you are psychic empaths, star seeds. Okay. We need to be really aware of our boundaries and saying no when something actually isn't ours to be taking on, especially with this energy when we're all processing through so much. And we're leading up to 3i Atlas perihelion on Wednesday. So 3i Atlas being closest to the sun on Wednesday. We can also have with this grand water trine, like people in the media, in the public, talking about spirituality, talking about the supernatural. I haven't actually seen this clip yet, but let's take a look at this together. Yes, Larry, trusting your intuition. Representative Luna suggests the interdimensional beings seen today may tie to texts removed from the Bible, like the Book of Enoch, where non-human entities gave humanity advanced knowledge. She says, there's something out there. I have to be careful, but I can tell you this, they're real. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about this chick. She's coming on to all these podcasts lately. She's talking about aliens. She's talking about all this woo-woo stuff. Okay. Is this actually, do you guys think she's somebody actually of the light, sharing this in a positive way? Do you guys think, is she a part of the Project Bluebeam agenda where they're going to try to, possibly fake an alien invasion? We need to be very, very discerning right now. So this is from the PBD podcast. Let's take a little listen to this.
Saw some interesting stuff. And so what I'll tell you is that footage, the fact that it was dead drop to Burleson, I'm certain that there's more. of where that comes from, and we are going to push for the declassification of stuff that we've seen because I think the American people deserve to see it. But I think, you're never going to have the U.S. government admit or try to explain something if it's also somewhat not specifically pertaining to national defense. So if it's not tech that we've made not involving a foreign government, I think that you're going to see a direct statement from that. What's interesting, and I kind of went into this with Joe Rogan, is when we were talking to some of the witnesses, they don't call them extraterrestrial. They call them interdimensional. There's also this aspect of these things defying physics as we know it. And then you look into texts that were removed from the Bible, like the Book of Enoch, that actually specifically address technologies, if you will, that were given to mankind or of entities not of human origin, non-human intelligence. So these are all things to consider when addressing the topic. But based on what I've seen, not speculating, based on the evidence that I've seen, there's something out there. And based on what I'm saying is it's not. I think that it's along the lines of that video that you just saw.
Have they shown you? Okay, so
I have to be careful because I could get in trouble if I divulge what I've been shown in a skiff. So what I can tell you is I'm just telling you as me, not specifically addressing skiff stuff, that they're real. And I'm not the only one. You just saw the Secretary of State.
What is a skiff? Does anybody know what a skiff is? Let me know in the live chat.
In a documentary addressing the same thing. I know it's a mind loop, right? But like Pinellas County, where I specifically represent, there's actually a high number of these reported sightings. But it's not just there. A lot of the members on the task force or that gavel into this, first of all, it's bipartisan and bicameral. Like we've had pretty much everyone's circulated at one point, right? Through task questions and whatnot. But members in Alaska, the member of Alaska specifically has a lot of reports of this. People that, represent these areas. When you get calls to the office, I've seen a lot of kooky stuff too that I know it's crazy, provably false. That's AI, CGI, whatever. But then you have the stuff that you can't explain. And then you have the attacks on the witnesses that come forward to testify, which if it wasn't real, why would you try to be discrediting someone? And why is the Department of the VA leaking people's records to the press if it's not real, right? It's
okay, so interesting. And I wanted to share that clip just because it's interesting that we've got this grand water trine. We're in Samhain, Halloween. This is not a normal Samhain week. It's very paranormal. It's very, very extra special. So yeah, we can have more of these topics coming out into the mainstream with some of these public figures. And discernment is very important, right? I personally don't know a lot about this representative. What's her name? Luna? But I'm seeing you guys in the comments, Linda saying, I love her. She fights for kids with trauma or who have been trafficked. Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's awesome. Cassandra, I like Luna, hoping she's doing good. I hope she's doing good as well. Catherine says, yeah, she's about getting to the truth. Okay, cool. Did she say extra testicle? I did not hear that, but maybe she did. That would be funny. And okay, a skiff is a sensitive compartmented information facility. So a place where secured meetings take place to discuss secret information. Okay, got it. Interesting. Okay, you learn something new every day, you guys. Yeah, there could be significant information that we're learning about the supernatural, about spiritual science, about the nature of reality. This week, there could be some crazy ass development in spiritual science, quantum physics, the nature of reality that we learn about. And also we can tune into that in our own meditation practice, quiet time, reflection. And I've been meditating more recently and chanting more recently, which has been feeling really, really good. And I've been not putting pressure on myself and allowing myself to do it in small doses. I feel like a lot of our attention spans are really, really short at the moment. So even if you can go 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes into a quiet place, put on some relaxing music, put on some positive frequencies, just tune into your heart, call upon your higher self to share love and guidance for your highest good, there's amazing things that can be coming up right now for clarity. Yeah, more truths being revealed. And stay tuned, you guys, on Thursday. Thursday's actually my birthday solar return, and I'm going to be taking a day off. And on that day, I'm going to be posting my November 2025 astrology forecast for the collective and all 12 signs. And the tarot card pull that I got for November, holy shit. I mean, the astrology for November is very intense, but the cards were saying this is going to be an absolutely historical month. I'm not going to give anything away. You guys will have to go watch that video that comes out on Thursday, but we're definitely leading up to something. And I saw somebody say that in the live chat. Thank you, Stepping into Sovereignty. We're leading up to historical events, revelations. And I guess I'll just say something that came through very strong in the November forecast. A significant death or deaths that will possibly shock the world. So I want to be wrong about that, but that's been coming through very, very strong. Linda, I think I'm going to be posting it on, oh, that's your favorite show. I'm going to be posting it. It's not going to be live. It's pre-recorded. So I'm going to post it on oh, now I'm getting confused because we just went into winter hour Belgium time. So I'm going to be posting at 4 p.m. Belgium time, which is GMT +2. When does the time change for you guys in North America? Let me look this up. I'm feeling like we're having a Mercury retrograde starting on November 9th. And I'm freaking feeling it, you guys. I'm going to do a whole separate video about that. Okay, so the time doesn't change until first Sunday in November. So 5 hours behind. So 3, 2, 1, 12, 11. Okay, so at 11 a.m. Eastern, I will be posting the November 2025 astrology video on my channels. It's going to be freaking intense. Yeah, the planet is going to shake. Going to be wild. Okay. Before we pull some cards, let me see. Is there anything else I want to say? I do like with the moon being in Capricorn, it's like grounding the spiritual energies, grounding the spiritual activation that's taking place. So there's always a good side to the detriment and the fall placements. We don't always want to totally poo-poo them. And of course, as I said, we're leading up to 3i Atlas perihelion on Wednesday, and lots of aspects going on Wednesday, which I will share on Wednesday's daily astrology horoscope. So, okay, let's pull some cards for today and tomorrow, the start of our week with the astrological transits going on. What is our divine guidance for our highest good? Wow. Okay, this one, I've literally pulled this one 3 or 4 times within the last 24 hours. 6 of Swords, moving out of troubled waters, moving from problems, and be mindful of what you take. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's a good card. We're moving on. Transition, moving beyond. Knight of Wands. King of Swords. And 3 of Pentacles. 2, 3 cards. There's solutions. There's creative solutions, and we're in this boat right now. I'm hearing the interesting. I haven't heard this song in so long. I'm going to have to play it when I get off live. Have you guys ever heard that REM song? I'm hearing this. I'm pushing an elephant up the stairs. I'm crossing punchlines that were never there. Over my shoulder, a piano falls. What's that song? Crashing to the ground. I'm breaking through. I'm bending spoons. I'm keeping flowers in full bloom. I'm looking for answers from the great beyond. Okay, sometimes, sorry if I sound like a crazy person, you guys. I get intuitive messages in all kinds of ways, and I'm hearing so strongly that REM song. I think it's called The Great Beyond. Have you guys ever heard that song? I have chills all over my whole body. We're moving beyond. We're moving into the great beyond, where the veils are very, very thin. We're moving into totally new territory. Music can help us. The North Node is in Pisces right now. Meditation, music, sound healing, rest. Again, I'm hearing not forcing anything. Oh my God, we're just letting go of so much. There's so much happening, and we're moving beyond into totally new territory that might feel kind of weird. Okay, might feel kind of weird, but this is beautiful. Transition, a journey, deeper thinking. And when we're going through these very big transitions, it is a death. And there are some things that we may be grieving. And definitely with this grand water trine right now, there's like grief, memories, nostalgia. So again, if you need to cry, let yourself cry. If you have random emotions coming up, let yourself feel them. We are, oh my God, going through a totally new door into the future, and it's coming in fast. And interesting that in the King of Wands cards, there's the pyramids, because earlier I was feeling the pyramids and how there was that discovery with the pyramids earlier this year. There could be a new thing having to do with the pyramids coming up. Now is a good time to do what you want to do. Energy, passion, adventure. Yeah, we're aligning more with our true essence, our true selves. King of Swords, I feel like he's really good at, in the divine masculine, being able to articulate truths, connect to the deeper truths. But I'm also feeling from this King of Swords, again, like the boundaries, saying no if you need to. Sometimes plans change. Okay. If you have big, big emotions coming up, or you're processing something big, maybe you need to take a day off. Maybe there's plans that are going to change. Maybe you have to reschedule something. Right. And Three of Pentacles, reach out for the help you need when you need it. True friends, true teamwork, true like-minded community will always be understanding and supportive of you. And people that are not in your highest alignment, that do not have your back, it's very clear right now who those people are. Oh my God, Stephanie, such a good point. The pyramids might be getting activated by 3 Atlas. You're so smart. Probably. There's so much going on. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. And sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. I'm feeling this Mercury pre-shadow retrograde. So mark your calendars, because November 9th to November 29th, we're going to have an intense Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius and Scorpio. And we're in the pre-shadow right now. So back up your devices, be mindful of communication. We can be having like mental scramble, word salads. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can go check those out at my website, megmoonbeam.com. All my links, everything in the description box below. And Yeah. See you all tomorrow. Oh my God, Sunny and I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, October 28th, for our special, we only do this once a year, Messages from Your Ancestors live stream. So we're going to be connecting to our departed loved ones on the other side, sharing messages. Going to be so much fun. So excited for that. So really looking forward to sharing that with Sunny tomorrow for all of you that would like to join in. And can go check out over at the Scorpling shop, Sunny and I's new Scorpio season crystal collection. Lots of magical juju Christie's pendants that help us with this very powerful Scorpio season. And Pluto transit that we are now in with Pluto and Aquarius that is calling us to step into really big transformation and up-leveling. Love you all so, so much. See you tomorrow and wishing you a magical, magical rest of your day. Bye, everybody.